Hey guys, thank you so much for jumping into this video today. My name is Danny ColdBlood, aka MusicVidiot, and I am here today with the one and only World Genocide 420, also known as Delta 9. Delta, how are you doing today, bud?
I'm alright, man. How are you? How's everyone else doing today as well?
Oh, I'm doing great. Hopefully everybody watching is doing awesome. If they aren't, they will be soon, as this information is amazing that we are going to bring to everybody today. To give you guys a little bit of an idea, Delta is an amazing hunter. He has great theories. I actually put some of his theories to work. I tested them out, and that's what led to the amazing discovery that I was able to figure out that you don't have to cheat or use cheat codes to become Bigfoot, to have that golden peyote spawn. So if you guys missed that video, definitely check that out. That's on the channel. And we're going to also put out a video in a little bit here of the different observations that Delta has made, different things that caught his eye, what led him to start thinking of the different theories that he has. And you guys will see from beginning to end how it all unfolded and what got him on track. So all you hunters out there that are kind of wondering how these things get found or get discovered, you can kind of see through the eyes of one of the hunters that has done so much you know for this mystery already. But without any further ado, Delta, you have something amazing that you found today, that you discovered. If you want to give this as much detail as possible, be as thorough as possible, I'll be sure to add your Reddit post in the description. I'll be sure to add as much images after we're done talking, and I'll give you guys the best I can as visually that I can for your understanding of what he's about to talk about. So let's see exactly what you're talking about, man.
Yeah, this here, the observatory, this is in the Galileo Observatory, which is the Griffith Observatory in real life. And Griffith Observatory in real life has actually helped me greatly in this puzzle solving thing here on the observatory grounds.
Hmm.
They hold a lot of information of what these like plates right here, and the sun plates on the sides, and there's planetary plates as well. And planetary plates create the planet Uranus. But to confirm that theory of planet Uranus actually really being here at the observatory, and that Rockstar singled out Uranus out of all the other planets that were here, um, today I figured out, well, I was using director mode to fine tune the time and to be able to see the shadows more clearly. And I just so happened on a Tuesday at 1:30 in the morning. Uh, it was a first quarter moon, which is about, it looks like a half. Half the moon is lit up on the right side, and it'll be north. And that in that area, in that direction, in that location that the moon is in at that time, creates a shadow from the taller obelisk right there, and it actually hits this sun plate right here, and it's actually in the form of a circle with a circle in the middle, which is the sun symbol. That is the symbol we see at the Alturas camp. It is also just the astronomical symbol for the sun. And it actually hits this plate right here. And on the Griffith Observatory website, this is classified as being the sun on the planetary lawn model. So you'll see that on the Reddit post as well. I have it all linked up. It So if this classifies this as the sun, then planet Uranus is definitely wrapped around the way that it's wrapped around in the real life observatory. So this shows us planet Uranus, but it's also showing us a time of 1:30 in the morning on a Tuesday, and with the first quarter moon, because that is the only way that this dial can be correct. And yeah, that's
That's crazy, dude. So so literally we can't just come here on any Tuesday at 1:30 in the morning. We actually have to be here at the right
on it.
phase of the moon, when the moon's in the right spot with the right
Yep, first
side
quarter.
of it glowing, like showing.
Yep,
So there is a
correct.
reason why Rockstar puts so much effort into the whole phases of the sun and the moon, and that's why it's so rare to see an eclipse
You
and
see
all
that,
that.
yeah, you see, take me up Uranus and beam me up, and a bunch of references. Epsilon is actually Uranus's outermost ring. It's the fifth ring of Uranus, and it's just there's a lot of Uranus connections in the game. So to actually find something that connects Uranus like to a location with a time and day and moon phase is significant. Has there been an outcome? No, but we can use this to look at other things like the Fort Zancudo, the UFO shines a light down onto the bunker between 1 and 4 in the morning. So maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe we can go somewhere else to a different location at the right time with that moon phase.
That's very crazy. I mean, isn't there even something about like when you take a character here, like one of the three characters,
Yeah.
and you switch to them, like, isn't there something crazy that goes on with one of the character or all of the characters?
Yeah, when you actually, you'll see it on like the people commenting it right now on Reddit, and I've actually witnessed this myself. If you stand one of the three protagonists, Michael, Trevor, or Franklin, on this black stone solstice equinox plate right here, and then if you place another one on the other one that's across the way here by the electrical area,
Hmm.
even one on the sun plate up in the center of the observatory, these characters will start like walking. If one character's on the stone plate and you switch to another character, the character that you were first a character on will start walking about 5-10 feet in front of him. If you're in a vehicle, he'll start driving in circles, and the observatory is the only location that this occurs. It doesn't happen anywhere else on the map. Um, why it does this, no one's really sure, but it is weird that it's only at the observatory. And it is weird that they like walk 5-10 feet. The one time I actually saw the character, he stood here and he actually kept walking and he got to like this line, this planetary line right here. So I believe that, well, in the post you'll see that I believe that these are like unused. There's four of these ones. These ones they're considered planetary plates, but there's four of them that aren't in the right spot to line up with the planet. So I thought that they were dead ends, but maybe you stand a character on the solstice plate and he walks all the way up to the line. Maybe your character has to be standing on this line. Maybe you have to do something. It's really hard to see the shadows at night because obviously there's no sunlight to cast like light, and you can't see like a shadow reflect off it. So at night it's really hard. The only time you can really see anything is at this time when the sun symbol goes across. But if you invert the colors, you can actually see the shadow a little bit better in the video, even if you do it yourself. Like I said, use director mode, and you can like fine tune the time, and you can actually make out the shadow as it moves across the ground. Some places are really hard to see that shadow, but only at a certain time will it ever hit this plate. All the other times, sometimes the shadow will be all the way up by the observatory doors. If the moon is south, the shadow will be all the way in the parking lot, close, far away. But it's only one time, and it's actually like looks like a circle. And actually, when when the moon is south and the shadow's actually in the parking lot, you can actually see like a circle with like an eye in the middle of the circle, but that's not what's cast when it's facing north. When it's facing north, it actually what looks like the eye in the parking lot actually gets wider and it turns into the sun symbol. So on the plate, you see the sun symbol, but in the parking lot you see an eye. And at 1:54 p.m. every single day, the sun will cast a shadow of the eye in the front of the obelisk.
We're normally used to seeing that eye, like you
Yeah.
said, in the front of the obelisk, but this is completely different. This is something that you noticed by just fine tuning your theory, and then you noticed something completely brand new, which makes sense of why Rockstar put so much trouble into making this sun and moon cycle. Like, if they're gonna put a mystery that is so hard to solve in this game, no wonder they're going to utilize their sun and moon phases. That was an amazing factor to have in this game alone. I'm just
Right.
wondering, once once people really start to understand what this is and how big this is, I think this is going to open up so much more doors. It's going to shed light, if you will, on this mystery in a different way, and we might get closer, man. Like I said before, you gave me your theory on the different flow of the game, and I put that to the test, and I figured out that you don't have to cheat to get the golden peyote to spawn for Bigfoot. So I really have faith in the different theories that you have, man. I think they're very, very interesting. I think they're credible, and I think this is gonna be a great discovery. This is going to turn into something amazing. You know, this is really good. Is there anything else
I,
that
I
you would
really,
like?
I really hope something comes of this. I hope someone sees something that maybe I missed, maybe puts it further. I hope someone takes something and makes something of it. I really hope to see this go somewhere because it is definitely interesting.
I
That
think
there's
it will, man. I think it will. A lot of hunters keep up on their YouTube and their Reddits, and you know, they're gonna see this video. They're gonna see this brand new discovery. I mean, this is amazing. This is definitely, we're gonna definitely have a lot of people that are gonna help us with this because this is a teamwork type of
yeah,
mystery. It's not just one person. Although I feel like you're gonna solve
need to
this
work
fucking
as a
thing.
collective.
Um,
Yeah.
is there anything that you want to add? Any kind of final notes? Anything before I go ahead and show
Um,
everybody the images and the different stuff from your pictures and then the post on your Reddit?
uh, I'm not sure. I don't. I think that's about it. You see the lengthy Reddit post, and there's a lot more connections, videos you can watch, pictures to look at, posts to read. You can search. I highly recommend like looking at people's comments and stuff too, because a lot of information is hiding in the comments. People noticing things and just adding their 2 cents to the post. So you can see a lot of connections, make connections that way too. So just go ahead and go use director mode and fine tune the game. Put a first quarter moon north, which is like I said, is it looks like a half of a moon is filled up on the right side. The whole left side will be completely blank.
Okay,
And
and
that
then
is your first
so
quarter
when
moon.
that first quarter moon, it's gonna be all the way north. You said,
It will be north. It should be a Tuesday, and it will be about 1:30 in the morning. You'll
and
see.
you'll see it
Uh,
right
I,
here on this plate.
yeah, the sun symbol will appear. If you actually go the day before too, on a Monday, you can actually see the tip of it starting to form. You can actually make out like where the circle is, so that when on Tuesday when it hits the plate, you can actually make out where everything is located because it starts to creep in on Monday, and then on Tuesday it's fully there, and then on Wednesday it's like
Hey,
way up
nice to
here
hear
where I'm
from you.
standing right now. It's like just makes a big jump. So
That
it's
is
definitely only
amazing. That is
Tuesday at 1:30,
absolutely.
first quarter moon, north.
That is absolutely amazing. Delta, thank you so much for sharing your
Yeah, pleasure.
discovery, man. I mean, that is seriously some good shit right there.
And thanks for the
Guys,
discussion, and
oh, no
I hope it
problem, dude.
reaches a wide
Anytime.
audience.
Yeah, it definitely will. I hope it will. Man, thank you so much again, Delta. You're welcome anytime. Can't wait to do another discussion. Guys, stay tuned for um, another discussion coming up very soon. And let's let's end this out here. And here's the clips, guys. The different clips that he took, and then make sure you check out the Reddit post.
this is a solstice plate, but it's also the color of the gold line in the sun, all 3 sun plates, and it's also in line with planet Uranus, so it becomes a planetary plate. When the moon rises, the moon rises on the east. We need the moon to rise on the east. So then the shadow comes up here, and as the moon moves towards the west, counterclockwise, the shadow also moves counterclockwise, and it actually moves along this line here. And when it gets back to here, the sun rises here, and it just keeps going back and forth, and that's how we tell time. It's a little more in depth than that, but for right now, this is just representing the line. We need it to represent the line. Now, at 1:54, the eye shadow lands here, but at about 1:30 in the morning, the shadow actually, with the first quarter moon north, it has to rise east, and then by 1:30 a.m., the moon will be north. And by doing that to cast a shadow, and it actually casts a shadow onto this sun plate, like right on the sun plate, and it actually is in the form of the sun symbol, the circle with the circle in the middle.